Hello and welcome back to Timberborn. This is episode 7 of our playthrough on the Spillage map. We're playing on hard mode and we're playing as the Ironteeth faction. So, before we start, let's talk about the comments. So I only had 2, that is fine. So working hours are long past, why they get hungry. Yeah, I appreciate that. Maybe I'll give them a little bit more time off. Thank you for that, Jason. I know 18 probably is optimal, but I feel like we're out of the danger stage of the playthrough. So we can get away with doing that. And Jerome, thank you for the comment on the sound. It sounded a bit metallic, bit robotic, sorry. I've kind of changed the settings again. So if anybody would like to comment on how I sound now, because I play it back from my TV and I'm like, well, I think that sounds all right. But you guys are the real end user, so I really want to know what you think. Regarding the trick with the tunnel and the scrap metal, that does work. However, I had to use the demolish tool down here as opposed to the thing, because when you click on something you can't like demolish above because it's got something above it, so you have to use the demolish tool. That's on me, but I mean that is fine. So we are building our mega dam. We are in the bad tide, so cycle 14 day 16, and today is time for our industrial rework. Beaver scaling is not going to happen today because I'm still a little bit in the dodgy position with water. Once this is built we won't be. But what I want to do is I want to come down here and I want to think about industry. So, let's also speed this up a little bit. We do have the smelter. Power-wise, we do have the engine unlocked. And we are putting an engine in. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this engine from here while we can still recoup the bits. And I'm going to ask them to recoup the bits as a massive priority. And I really want to work out how I want this to look. So we are kind of governed by this geothermal engine here, but that doesn't mean we have to be a slave to it. So I'm loath to remove this just yet. Actually, I'm not. I'm not loath. So we have 58 metal blocks. These cost how much to build? 10. Okay, yeah. Let's just plaster off. Come on. Whoop. What am I doing? Do you actually have beavers working? You do. Oh, we're on like a mini equilibrium, aren't we? So I'm going to delete you. And I'm probably going to put in another builder's hut. Where does that need to go? Doesn't really matter. Get that high priority. Not high priority job. High priority workplace. So, oh no, they've almost built that as well. So how many gears? We have enough gears, so I may just let that. I may give them a day just to finish this large tank, because once this large tank is finished, we can start to really start to have some water storage. I know it's spread out everywhere, and I know that this is a really stupid place to have this. This is a better stupid place to have this. This is better. We're making extract. Oh, and they have also got the eternal project of when I've sent them down into the drains. That's going to take a while, isn't it? But that is not our object of our episode today. So let's just get through this one day. I just want to see them pick everything up and move everything into storage. But yeah, I've been overwhelmed by the response I've been getting to my videos recently, especially the Timberborn ones. Thank you everyone that watches. It really does. Well, I can't believe that something that started as not a coping mechanism, but something that started as just something I was just doing has quite blown up the way it has to people actually watching me. So thank you. I do feel the pressure a little bit more now to get stuff right. Before, when it was like 10 of you watching, I was a little bit like, oh, okay, we're just having fun. But now I'm like, oh no, people actually want to watch this for good content. Sorry, that's me gushing a bit. So we are through today. So what are we going to do? I feel like all of this comes out. Don't let me accidentally delete that, because that'd just be silly. So this all comes out. And I guess you're going to pick all of this up. Because I want to... If you watch any of my playthroughs, you know I'm not Mr. Hyper Efficiency. And I never have been, and I never will be. However, that doesn't mean we can't be efficient in certain things. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have the engine here. So just so they can get stuff into it quicker. So the engine I think is going to go there. And I think food-wise, it makes sense to have the food factory on this side. Because it's the same footprint. So we'll put that there and we'll put that on corn rations. And I would like that to be built as the absolute highest priority so that we don't interrupt our food supply chains. Now, oh, I did put some weird stuff in weird places last time, didn't I? Okay, that's fine. It's fine, it's acceptable. Now, so what I want to do is industry scaling. I may even... Do you know what? So that's, what, 1200 power? 1200 power. So this uses 120. So I think I want 1, 2, 3, 4. And we ran out of space already. And do I want 1, 2? I feel like I'm just going to need planks for that project under there. So I might just do something that looks like this, and then what we'll do is we will run a. I will stop trying to make the ugly. I'm aware we're probably not going to have the beavers to staff this to begin with, but what am I doing? I'm in the right tab already. And what I think we're going to do is rather than have one super like big area of production, we're going to have like these smaller pods. So we'll have this pod. We might even turn this into a pod depending on if the number cruncher works underwater. I have a feeling it's not going to. Nobody's told me it has, or it will or won't. And that scares me. So we have this kind of pod. We're probably over production power, but I'm probably also hoping to get some. That kind of fits there, doesn't it? The fermenter's a very weird shaped building. It's fine, but it's weird. And so this is what this is going to look like, I think. So this is our sort of medium industrial expansion. So things that I would like to see built first. So you can come in and build these two, this one, because that allows the power to be rerouted around. And I have 10 beavers not doing jobs. What are the builder beavers doing? Are they picking up the stuff? What are you doing? This should not be high priority, guys. I mean, it should be, but it also shouldn't be. Come on, do what I've asked you to do. You need to get the builder beavers in. That's dried out again. We will come up with something as well. Because remember, we were putting this in as well, weren't we, to increase our water storage here. We have lots of projects on the go, and not enough beavers. So in the theme of that, because I seem to be expanding our beaver population, I guess it doesn't never hurt to have too many builders first. I would say I'm actually expanding our beaver population. I'm not, am I? Because I'm building these. But while they're doing nothing, they might as well come over here and do that. It's all this really nutty pathing that's causing issues. We're not building any of that yet. This has already been built. This is fine. I know what you're all going to say to me. You're going to be like, Scott, why haven't you done 2 tubeways yet? And you are making a very good point. We'll probably have to expand our metal production down here, but I kind of have... So what's metal? That's 200 HP? So yeah, so I'm kind of... We're going to kind of have to expand that as well. The thing about putting a power station here is fine, but that only works during... Really only works during a bad tide, and we're trying to avoid bad tides. So, I mean, this is the challenge of this map. We're going to be very steam engine intensive. So, I'm thinking in front of this dam, we're going to have lots of, like, foresters, tree farms. I might even just try and do the trick and delete all of that scrap metal. How are we for scrap metal? We're fine for scrap metal. I don't need 2 people getting scrap metal, do I? Go back into your... What do you mean you can't get planks? There's planks on the floor. Go pick the planks up. Did they actually not finish this? They actually did not finish this. Hey, only here, right? And you know what? Too much really stupid pathing, so... Everyone loves a spiral staircase, and it doesn't use my normal planks. So we'll pop that there. Please finish building this so we can actually start to build some of this. Food factory has been built. That's excellent. Which means these can be the next job is to be built. I can't remember if we went for, like, rapid beaver expansion. We do have 64 and 7. So I imagine we have done something a bit weird. What do we do here to make this better? Oh, we did also build a weather station, didn't we? So during a bad tide, activate early by, I don't know, 5 hours? Did I say I wasn't going to mess around with this, didn't I? Automate. So you're automated. So when we're in a bad tide, activate. So when it's off. Cool. And then we can do it to all of these. Yay! So that means I'm not going to have to come and manually touch any of this. And when it's in a drought, it doesn't have to, because it doesn't need to. So that should be our big 3. Because, I mean, I can automate that as well. That's our big 4. Even though that's only going to fill up to that. I guess it is water. We will use it when we cover it with something. We haven't covered it with anything yet. So we have plank production back on the go. Do we have plank storage? We do have plank storage. We have gear storage. Pine resin. I built so much storage. Maybe we need some more storage for treated planks. And that would make sense to go up here where I silly put this, didn't it? So let's put some storage up here for treated planks. I'm trying to get ahead of it this time with sort of like buffering my stock a little bit more. So that's treated planks. So this is good to build. I really didn't put that there, did it? But this, I think, is going to be better to build. That is such a long ass route, isn't it? And I guess this is also going to be better to build. Pause that for now, get those built, and then we can talk. Because once that's built... I mean, you should also just finish that off as well, please. Does it make sense not to? And we have homeless beavers again, so... I did change out the barracks, didn't I? Yes, we do have the big boy barracks. Whether we... I mean, that post could go, and we can swap that out for a big boy barracks. How is our tree farm doing over here? We don't... Oh, we don't have enough beavers working yet. That'll explain a lot. And what I think we're going to do is we're going to put a... industrial part here. High priority. And we're just going to store logs in it. Our pine farms are both tapping resin, which is good. Yeah, that's good. So we do need to move into more tree farms. So I guess what my plan is to have these as tree farms. Because hopefully we're going to be able to use this to funnel the water under here and fill this. And then we can have a dump on top when the water hits a certain level. We'd also need to hit timers. I'm quite impressed with how food just doesn't seem to be an issue. I know they're only in corn rations, bless them. So you have improved that movement. And I'm just going to put... I mean, I know this is excessive. But I feel like the more easy ways there are to get around, the better everything is for everybody. If I was to put the valve, the trouble is the valve has to come at this level unless I dynamite. Unless I dynamite all of this down. And then we could put a valve in at the bottom. To continually feed this when this becomes... The trouble is I don't think we're going to be feeding it that well. Unless we blast this really down. Yeah, actually this seems a bit silly. We'll leave this for now. I mean... I think we need to move away from this being a thing. I just don't know how. So, thoughts on a postcard? Let me know what you would do. So as far as water retention goes, what we can do is we can prioritise those. And the hauler should now be bringing logs over, which should be improving things a little bit. He's popping that in. Yeah, they can get around quite well. So we've got 3.3 days left. The bad tide is continuing to rip through. I bet they haven't done anything down here, have they? No, that's fine. This was our sort out our industry so that we can support this kind of jobby. Dynamite. So we're not producing explosives. So I probably actually want another storage for explosives. And I might... No, I'm going to go for a medium one. Because I want it built soonish. So... I know one explosives factory is probably going to be insufficient. But we are lacking the power right now. And I would like to rework this at some point. So... Cool. 437. Everyone's going to be all hands on the pump at some point. This is going to level this area up so that the water stays in at a certain height. Yes, I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay. Haulers are moving stuff around. Planks are being fine. Gears are fine. Logs may become an issue, but we've hopefully addressed that. I mean, what I could do is not that. Pop that in there and then put some maybe more. Like that. Seems fine. This swimming pool was very silly to put here. I will add it to my list of hubristic ideas that just don't work. We might find out if the number cruncher gets flooded this time. We might also not. I kind of need... I mean... Do we have the science? We do have the science. We have loads of science. I don't know what I'm holding back for. Build that quickly. Yeah, this does make me a little bit sad. does make me a little bit sad. Maybe... I mean, we don't need those water tanks there anymore. Let's pull them out and let's just put a water dump in here, and we can just have it as evergreen. The mangroves aren't gonna benefit from that, but that's fine. And let's get that high priority for me. It's about time I stopped being silly with that and just did something about it. Please don't tell me they're actually going over here to grab logs to build stuff that's over here. Silly, silly beavers. So we're about to see whether my automation works. Fingers crossed it does. Oh, do I need... No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I don't think it needs to be set to 18 hours as well. You probably get away with, like, I don't know, 4 hours. We'll see. So fingers crossed, this should all just open up. Oh, the anticipation is killing me. Yeah, they all flood. It pushes the bad water out straight away, and also the good water comes out straight away, so I can live with that. And it also means we're not losing any water because I'm messing around screwing with stuff. It is all just flowing straight out. Really? I also need to make sure we are pumping. So that's going to take some beavers away from building jobs, but that's just the way it is. It's just the way it's going to be. I actually just need to delete this because if we're having this to a high level, that's just not going to do anything for me, is it? I probably didn't need to actually do this. I feel like if I'd have done this properly, it probably would have been enough. But I just kind of like... I kind of like big water areas. Should probably tunnel through and put like a valve through as well, so we can empty this into here if we so desire. So, that can't be reached, this can be reached. The flow's pushing through. I think our next target is also to come over here and sort this out, so that we can just have a good water river, ostensibly most of the time. And have they haven't pulled this out just yet. I'm aware that I probably have a lot of jobs for them to be doing. But thankfully the water flows all night, so whether it's going to be enough to fill this to the level I want to fill it in the amount of time I want to fill it is another question. Because this is now not outputting water because this is filled up. We're about to enter a drought. I'm guessing these could be long boy droughts. Do I dynamite this through as well? Just so that we can... Should I have dynamited this through earlier so that we could spend more time filling this up, maximising? I think probably I should have done. I bet that can't be reached, can it? Because it's under the overhang. We'll see. We will see. That bit just would... I would like that to be built. And I would also like... So will we actually put any water in here? No, we're not. We have so much water space for storage. 3,150, and we're not even touching the sides. I might put some more pumps up here, actually. Or even more pumps down here. Because, fingers crossed, that shouldn't take them too long to build. I guess we're starting to go back down to the... They're doing some weird stuff, aren't they? They're not put any of that in yet. We're not crying out for logs, so I'm not super upset. I'm not super butthurt, but it would be nice. I bridged over that, didn't I? So if I put a tube station, I'm going to have to... Okay. I'm just starting to think about how tube stations are going to work. I think we have a central station here, maybe. I think we just remove the mangrove fruit, stick the station here, pop the thing out the side, and then we go up and round, and maybe up here and put a tube station there. Maybe one here. Maybe one down here. I don't know. Pop them in, guys. It's not too difficult. This is because... No, I said I was going to set this to 0.95, didn't I? So I could have granular control. And I chose not to do that. Good shout. Good shout. So yeah, I think we're past the... Well, I think we're quite obviously past the danger on this map at this point. It was a fun start. It was a challenging start. I don't think it was hard as pressure. Or maybe pressure was just... I don't know. Maybe pressure was just something else entirely. But yeah, I feel like once we start to... Well, our production bottlenecks are improving. I think the next episode may just be one super long time lapse of me building that tunnel down there. But in the spirit of I need to get stuff done, we are also going to do some transport improvements because I have the tubeway stations, and this will just speed stuff up. Tubeway station. Tubeway station. So you can just come out. They can still access kind of stuff, can't they? Yes, they can. So we're going to unlock that. Now, as much as I would like to put this underground, that is not happening right now. It may happen at a later point. It's not happening right now. And this will make use of some of the planks we have. And I think it will just allow people to... Not people. The beavers. To move around just a little bit faster. And we are in a 15-day drought, so I don't think that's too bad. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. So we didn't actually achieve our dreams of filling this at all. So, you know, we're doing fantastically. They can't reach that one, can they? It's silly. But it's only a 15-day drought, so I'm not too concerned. We have 1.5k water. I'm going to stop. Switch this off now. We're going to detonate this. And we're going to put in a... fluid dump. I'm fully aware I can move the forester. I may move the forester in a bit. I'm not going to move it right now. There are some oaks which are growing. Cool. And maybe get that high priority. I did lower all of this stuff down here, didn't I? They shouldn't be running down here to do this. Okay, it's fine. So. What's the best way? I think probably the best way to actually get over here is going to be... Because I'm going to want to come over here anyway. And I think I'm also going to want to put one... Oh, look. What have we done there? Delete these 2 trees. Delete these 2. No, not that path. That'd be not good. What are my builder beavers actually doing? Are they finishing... Are they still finishing this? This does not need to be done right now, guys. Low priority job for me. Do this when you literally have nothing else to do. Because we've already worked out that it doesn't matter because we are in a 15-day drought. And me building this might have been stupid anyway. It usually is. I think the trouble is, it's about maximising water source. So what I need to do is I need to put in a tunnel under here and put a valve in. But I don't want to do that until we have what's the word I'm looking for? Until we have that empty. So we're not going to go nuts for it right now. I should probably move all of these anyway up here anyway and just have pumping from up here. I probably shouldn't be doing any pumping from up here. But this will keep all of these trees alive now, which is good. Up, up, up. I'm guessing we just come in with the tubeway station there so we can path down this middle. I think that'll probably improve things a little bit. Good. That should improve things a little bit, shouldn't it? You'd think so. I don't know why they built that one first. Oh, did I prioritise that, did I? But you can see, hopefully see what we're trying to do. And I also hope it's not too boring. You really do not need to be doing this at the moment, guys. You also probably don't need to be... That can just be set to accept. So, I would time-lapse this, but I do not have the time this morning. So, I think next episode we may get time-lapse heavy. When will I be recording that? I'll probably be recording that on Sunday morning. So, yeah, we should be able to get some time-lapse in if stuff is not going as fast as I would like. So, we've sorted that out. We sort this out. So, that's our big cavern. So... This is fine because it's 6 wide. So 5 wide is fine. So none of the overhanging supports will come apart, in theory. I am concerned about flow, but we'll see. We also need to come and put tunnels off the side. I am intending to put... No, I did not mean to do that. I am intending to come and put tubeways down here, so that hopefully this will be sped up. I don't want it to be like painful. What I might do is start doing here, because there's 3. We will do 2. We will do like that. We do have to be prepared that this may not be enough space for the flow. So I may have to... And I know it'd be a lot more sort of like time and cost effective to do like just off the map near the closest edge. But I want ease of access. I just want it to be relatively straightforward to get this achieved. So now we just need this one. Which is going to run into this one, so... No. Now, I could run the calculation and work out how many planks we can need for this, but I'd rather not. Is that everything got? It does appear to be everything got. I do also have to be very careful that once we start doing this, if we haven't capped this off at the end, if we haven't done this at the end over here, and I breach any of these, the bad water is going to flow down there, straight down here, and into into our colony. So I do need to be careful. I'm sure I will be careful whenever I've not been careful. Are they building the tubeways? Oh, they built all of this as well. I should put you as a cassava. What are you missing? You're missing gears. Apparently gears are just slow. But that's fine. So we do have 7. We are short of 7 beavers. Well-being wise, could we get the? We could get a flame of unity. I don't see any reason why not to. I feel like it might be just a relatively easy win. Pop that there. Maybe get that high prioritized. Oh, they are using a lot of the planks, aren't they? Oh well. I feel like the well-being boost from this is going to be significant enough that it's worth it. Treated planks fine. Pine resin is going up. Explosives going up. We will be able to start to undertake our mad tunneling project. Water could be better. Detonate. So that will empty this out, but this will start to flow into here at this point. I do still intend to do my crazy underneath what's it thingy that I talked about, but we will work that out when we work that out. Everything's going surprisingly well. Oh, so these need gears. When did these need gears? They've already put the metal parts in for that, so that's good. The planks are just going to take a little bit of time. But we are producing them quite a lot. So the dream is to come down here, and what we want to do is we want to. So if I come down here, I want to go into here, tubeway station. So it's going to look like that. It's going to look like that, isn't it? And then out there, and then we're probably going to want another tube, so we can run tubeway stations all down here to speed this up exponentially. But that's not going to be happening right now. So next project should be build these tubeways to make things easier for everybody involved. I mean, after, oh, okay, you've already built that, that's fine. So prioritise by haulers, prioritise by haulers. We do just have to be careful because this will now put an extra burden on our... So supply is 800, 900. So I did do quite a good job of eyeballing it because this one will come and kick in and we have more power than we need. Maybe getting a few more fermenters if we so desired. Maybe do something down around here. Don't think it's necessary right now. This has dried out again, but this also has kept these trees and the farming alive. So we do need to come up with a better solution for mangroves, and it doesn't involve me filling this up. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Oh, wow, they built that already. Wow. So hopefully that's going to increase our well-being massively. Yeah, not many of them got them. Well, some of them have got it. What's our highest well-being? He doesn't tell me at the moment. So that's good. This is still hubristic. And completely unnecessary, probably. I will lower that. Just let all that water through. Probably not going to do a lot, but we might as well have it than not need it. Might as well have it and not need it rather than not have it and not need it. It'll just evaporate up there anyway, so let's just drag it down. Corn rations are going down. Food is going down. Maybe the play is to put another food factory in over here. I just think, yeah, we need to get the fermenting of the cassavas. I feel like that would just make a big difference. But we can just see what this looks like. You should be a high priority job. We'll just keep an eye on the food situation. I don't think it's anything too bad. And I was going to talk about actually this one though. Maybe putting some steps in there. That is really his last job, isn't it? And then we could get those dynamites in there. And just sort of create a little bit of lower level for this bad water seep so we can pool it. Rather than... I mean, I don't think we're running out of bad water. I'm not too concerned about bad water. But I'd rather not run out of bad water. And that's going to improve the connectivity up there massively. Connectivity over here is going to improve massively. So our settlement's looking a little bit more efficient. I know I don't go through the hyper efficient playthroughs. But there has to be a modicum of efficiency, otherwise you guys won't watch this. Or enjoy it. Not won't watch it. If you're anything like me, as soon as you start watching a series, even if you get 10 episodes in, you're like, oh, I don't like this anymore. You're kind of like, well, I want to stick with it. The only series I haven't done that with is JC's Water Beavers, because Water Beavers, like I've said multiple times, really just don't do it for me. I like hard games. I don't like making you cry games. And maybe get this in before the bad time. I'm interested to see, because we should have enough time for another temperate cycle. I want to see whether this will actually top up, because we haven't had a super long time, so we haven't pumped as much out of here. So fingers crossed, it should be fine. I know I could remove the thorns around this. I wonder if you can tunnel under thorns. I wonder if that works. No, you can't. It won't let me place a tunnel under thorns. Naughty. That's very upsetting. This is quite upsetting. So can we actually unlock the timer now? We can. Let's unlock timers. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop in a... This is a beaver efficiency tool. We're going to pop that there, one there. I guess we're going to pop one over here as well. Actually, we could put the timer there, couldn't we? So let's pop the timers in. One there. One there. Oh, where am I? Apparently I can't tell where I am. One there. One there. So that's just going to allow that to fill up a little bit more. It's just going to pool. It's not going to be like, it's not going to be game changing, but it just helps a little bit, doesn't it? What are they doing? I might kind of like these timers to be built, please. And this one over here, I guess. Oh, they already built it. Did I put one over here? Did I not put a timer? That's a depth sensor. Oh, I didn't put one over here. Okay. I put one there. Got too much going on in my colony. So this is going to allow us to, like, sort of maximize the use of our beavers just a little bit. Because what it would allow me to do, I haven't put a depth sensor here actually, have I? That's also helpful. So I've only automated this for resources, I haven't automated it for depth sensors, so we may be in for a bit of a weird treat. You can also actually be demolished, and what you can change to is you can change to a... Oh, that's frustrating. But you do that and then the conditions change. Go away, go away. And what I want to do is I want to turn you into a weather station as well. So you can be high priority. We have the gears, we have the treated planks. Build that for me, please, guys. Because the automation, I think, is where this game is really going to fly. I also didn't put a depth sensor here, did I? Hopefully they can build this. Because what I would like this to do is temperate weather. And then what I want to do is I want you to... I can turn your manual pause off. Because what this will do is as soon as the temperate cycle comes on, they will just turn on. Good stuff. So let's come over here and figure out the settings for this. So, you're a timer. Oh my god, they've changed the timers. Delay, pulse, oscillate, accumulate, random. Oh, I guess you could use that for fireworks. So, you're a depth sensor. So, when when depth sensor, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it for 24 hours. 24 hours. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this onto this timer. So that's what that should do, is that should pause that for 24 hours. So yeah, so that's now running for 24 hours. So that should be fine. Has that activated all my pumps? It has activated all my pumps. Lovely stuff. The automation is amazing. It's really good. This is flow, so this will fill this up. This will fill this up. Good stuff. So I just need to get through these 24 hours and just see, just to make sure that this is working right how I want it to work. Because I think this one actually struggles to fill this up, fill the depth up here, doesn't it? No, it is. It's a 0.68. So have I got you the wrong way around? Do I want you to be? We will see. Let's let it get through to its 24-hour conclusion. Considering I did software development at college and then went on to be a scientist, I am really rather dumb at all this. And I apparently use common use phrases wrong. I mean, I probably was using it wrong. And that's turned off. So now that's turned off for 24 hours. Isn't it? Oh no, when that sensor goes below 50, that should turn back on. So. Great. So when you're less than... less than 50, you can do that. 24. 20. Oh no, not that. Apparently I can't type now. And then what you do is you automate off that. So you are paused. Lovely stuff. And this just allows the beavers to be a little bit more efficient, because when they're not doing that, they'll go and be a hauler or they'll go and be a builder. So that's good stuff. So when you're less than 50, and I know you can name all of these. If I was that way inclined, I probably would name them all. But I just feel like it's something I don't need to do unless we're doing large scale stuff, in which case I'll probably do it off camera and you guys would then watch me do it afterwards. Oh, I feel like people are going down into the bottom to build this for me. Are we that short on metal? We are that short on metal. The metal chokehold begins. Not chokehold. Choke point. I guess actually some of this can now become normalized, because I do want them to start making progress on this. I think what we need to do as well, we just need to be careful. So I need to come over here and pause. Pause. Because I don't mind them coming and doing some of this. I just don't want them to get to the end and then we have all the water flooding in. I mean, it shouldn't actually, should it? Because I haven't gone above ground and detonated down, but... oh, that's going to be an issue. We're going to have to go detonate above ground as well, aren't we? I would still just rather be circumspect and just, you know, be careful. So we have a bad tide. Is this filling up any better? Eh? Maybe. I mean, this has filled up better. Yeah, I do need to put a tunnel through here so we can maximise the usage of these water collection. The further down the map you are, the better suited you are to collecting the water. So, yeah, we're not maximising our seeps. We're really not maximising our seeps. Maybe next episode is seep maximisation. Yeah, we're also going to have to expand our metal production, because I've just spaffed all our metal on a couple of tube ways. And that's generally not very good. However, planks, gears, logs, treated planks, nice. Metal parts, also nice. Dynamite, nice. Extract, nice. So we're in position to do our tunnelling projects. And we are also in position to, you know, keep recovering the planks. This is going to take a while. It's going to take very much a while. Yeah. I'm also going to delete these because this was a bit of a fever dream. So, what can we do to increase our metal production? We have an engine here, which is not working, well, which is working quite hard. So what I might do is I've really knackered myself with the position of that, haven't I? I might come around here. Because I see this being an issue, so I'd rather get it up. Just get it done. Put an engine in here. Smelter, smelter. Easy access. On the plus side, we're not building like a stupid amount of platforms this time, so, you know, swings and roundabouts. So what you're telling me is this dam was completely useless. Right. So the tunnel's going to go in here. And we will probably finish it at the end of the bad tide, and then we're going to put a valve in there. And then what this will do is this will allow all of this to fill up, and then this bit will fill up at the top, and then we're not wasting any water production from our seeps. Because the issue is before, the reason it filled up before is because I had this knot here, which allowed the water to flow through into here because we were utilising 2 seeps output, whereas here we're only using 1 seeps output because the water level has hit the height that it will accept. So that's why water flow appears to have stymied. But what can I do? I mean, I could put this in, but I'm not going to put it in now because I don't want all of the water to flow down here on the off chance that, I mean, I think it would overflow. And plus our pumps are up here. So, that's fine. We are at 55 minutes, however. Let me just go down here and check how they're getting on. Oh, no. Yeah, get these built so we can actually get some production. Let me check how we are getting on under here. We're almost at 100 beavers already. I do need to be careful. So they are doing this. You kind of asked them to. Oh, I know I did. Ah, yes, of course. I need the higher. Because it's got the hat on, hasn't it? So maybe we're going to do it a little bit further down because, yeah. Did all of our things kick in? They did. All of our defences have kicked in. Excellent stuff. So, this has been episode 7. If you're enjoying this, please do consider hitting like and subscribe. You can see more of my other playthroughs. I do like to play on hard. We're playing on a couple of other maps at the moment. We're playing on Deadland. And we did just finish Pressure as well. So that they might be good watch throughs for you. And, you know, hit like if you've enjoyed this. So I will see you next time for more Spillage.